For quite some time now, my mailbox is flooded with one common question. The questions are differently worded, and everyone has different experiences to share, but the concerns are common. Whom should they trust in a grid driven economy? It's not just the legacy media, but the digital media platforms like YouTube are also full of fake news and scammers. How to identify the right news and right kind of guidance, who is right and who is misleading? I am Ravi Sinha, and I must admit here that I ignored these specific questions initially. I always thought trust is a subjective matter and cannot be taught how to trust. To each his own. But with some of the audience sharing their personal experiences, I have now realized the gravity of the issue and why so many of my subscribers are asking the very same question. Trust cannot be taught, but some red flags could be raised to help the common man to understand where not to trust. I must tell you in the very beginning that me or anyone else in the world has no one-liner answer to this. Yes, the world of YouTube is also getting cluttered, and many of the shared experiences suggest that as the medium is growing and getting more legitimacy than the legacy corporate media among the Indians, sharks are also on the prowl to make use of this medium for their own vested interests. And yes, I can also understand why such questions come to me. I don't sell something. I don't promote anyone in the name of journalism or educating the masses with my knowledge and experience. Let's start with where my core competence is, the world of real estate and media that covers the sector. And when I say real estate media, I don't mean the property influencers. They are selling something and the world knows about it. I am referring to those who are perceived as the real estate journalists and hence neutral voices. Some of them are openly calling themselves anti-builder. By the way, even I don't call myself anti-builder. Why should I be anti-builder? I am only against the unethical business practices of real estate and not anti or pro anything. And yes, my focus on consumers is not based on builder bashing only. I try to guide them and often question them also for their faults and inactions. The next time any real estate journalist who says one of the following on YouTube or any other media, take it as the statement of a builder's proxy. Statements like, houses are not affordable due to high input cost. RERA is a game changer thanks to the government. Real estate is a buyer's market now. Excuse me. Houses are not affordable due to high input cost as the only factor or the most critical factor? Are you out of your mind? Has the artificial price hike of real estate in India been in proportion of input cost inflation? More importantly, if that is the case, why are developers suddenly switching from affordable to luxury and super luxury? Why are they launching costly 1800 to 2500 square feet apartment and not smaller units? Has the home buyer suddenly got that rich in India? Or the builders have paid you to what they call sentiment management in favor of them? Similarly, which fool would accept that RERA has been a game changer? At least not the home buyers who are still being harassed by the builders. Unfair contract, handing builder-buyer agreement after depositing 10% of sales consideration, and threat to forfeit the amount if one disagrees with the builder-buyer agreement, arbitrary project timelines on paper, misuse of escrow accounts, asking for advance consent for future FAR layout changes is all a reality after 8 years of RERA. If such real estate journalists are that much into government worship or worship of a political party, they should better try their luck with political analysis. One should not add insult to the injury of poor home buyers. Just switch such journalists off and cut their crap everywhere and not just on YouTube. One is a clear pro-builder who is tacitly helping the builder lobby in image makeover. And mind you, to glorify the real estate ecosystem tacitly with statements like real estate is a buyer's market now is what puts them on the same pedestal as the brokers selling property as property influencers. What is a buyer's market? Are home buyers in commanding position in the housing market? Can they dictate their basic rights while buying a house? Are buyers commanding the property prices in true spirit of demand and supply as it happens in the secondary market? Real estate in India was never a buyer's market and does not look to be so in the foreseeable future. It's not a perishable commodity, my friend. And builders, along with their cartel of investors with black money, have more holding power than the common home buyers. For me, these are clear red flags and warning signs that you should not trust such a voice. Never trust that builder's proxy disguised as a journalist. Similarly, anyone who tells you what is right for you, you should do this and that, and where should you buy, and which builder is good for you has a clear conflict of interest. An objective media is one that questions everyone, including the popular beliefs and perception, even at the cost of getting unpopular, even when he is being hated for that. I rather prefer to question even the home buyers as to why should the local MLA and MP help them if he is getting re-elected elections after elections without any questions being asked. Today, I find a lot of scam on YouTube in the name of selling courses. Never trust that. It is the biggest scam that YouTube has allowed to continue. Courses range from 1,000 to 10,000 rupees and majority of buyers just buy on aspiration selling. A dream of getting rich or successful. It's a farce. All that they sell you is information or research that is easily available on Google. They just interpret it in their own way and in their own language. Majority of such courses are of no use in real life situations. No right learning tools. Okay, you too realize it after buying these courses. But can you get a refund? No. As per the law, it's not a product where you can claim it against a defective product. It's a service. And a given service is relative to one's own experience. You can't prove it as a case of cheating. Forget legal definitions. The larger question is whether you have the capacity to fight with this crowdfund mafia. Yes, I call it crowdfund mafia as they know that they collect money from gullible masses, and for that no one would drag them in the court of law. But they can do so thanks to the money that comes with course selling to masses. Even if you write an honest review, some of them will send you a defamation notice. I am not exaggerating, but this has actually happened. I am not taking any names as I have nothing personal against anyone, and I don't have time to review each and every course being sold online. Think of it. You can write a product review of a 50 rupees toothpaste, whether you like it or not, and that too against the multinational companies. But here these dream sellers will harass you fully aware of the fact that their course buyers are mostly unemployed youths or ones who are financially struggling in life. That is why they get into such trap. Listen every new voice that comes your way, but make a judgment on merit after evaluating the logic and sincerity of the available advice on YouTube or any other media. Use your rational mind, then emotional mind. Not get impressed with their fake, flashy lifestyle that promises you too can lead a life like that. Most of them are themselves struggling to be where they fantasize you to reach. Think of it this way: if they have earned multi millions the way they showcase, do they have time for a slow revenue earning platform like YouTube or WhatsApp group or Telegram group? Do rich and successful as per their own version have the time to appear in various podcasts to show you a dream? Many of them rather use social network or even pay to appear on multiple podcasts so that they look credible in their dream selling. From where do they get time? Does Ambani or Adani has time to appear in multiple podcasts to sell you the dream of becoming rich like them? It's a fake world and full of sharks to deceive the gullible youths. Unfortunately, financial literacy is low in this part of the world. I will make a separate video on lack of financial literacy in India. But till then, stay safe, stay realistic without getting robbed with your money, dream, and most importantly, trust. I rest my case. Thanks for watching.